Alright, YouTube. Well, for those of you who didn't see my house's doorbell system video, this is kind of I guess a sequel to that. First of all, if you would like to see the house's doorbell system video first, I'd advise that you go to the video, because there's some things that you might not understand if you haven't seen that video in here. So basically, here's the scoop. So I'm up here in my attic because I was just looking at the wiring of the house, like seeing which wire was old and which was new, and you know, stuff like that, and just making sure that that light worked mostly, because we haven't turned that light on in years and it still works. Anyways, so I was up here and I had I was looking around here and I found over here, look, there's some doorbell wiring right here. Now this wiring matches, this wiring matches the doorbell wiring that we have coming out of the wall, going to the chime, and downstairs at the transformer. It's cloth covered, it's original, I think, I'm pretty sure. And there's one wire, this one here, goes all the way back there to the other end of the house. These other two wires curve around there, and one of them goes right there, and I'm thinking that that one right there, that loops up kind of like that, right there. I'm thinking that that one goes right there, and I think that goes right to the chime, because as you can see, the chime is right on the other side of that wall right there, where the filing cabinet is. That other one there, down there, goes either to the transformer or the button, and then there's another one, third one there, that goes to either the transformer or the button. So, I was looking around, I found this. Here are 3 doorbell wires, and so they're like wrapped around what looks to be some really big nails. See right there? I pulled back the insulation, and looky what I found. That's right, this is whoever installed this doorbell system's idea of a junction. Then again, this since this is low voltage wiring, it doesn't really need to be in any sort of box, electrical box or anything. So I guess this is fine. As you can see, the wires, by determining what color the wires were, I was able to find which wires go to which. The one with the green wire, this one that's capped off, that goes to the chime, and that is not this one, not that one. This one goes to the chime. This one with the wire, the white wire and the white wire and the red wire goes to the button, because there's a white wire and a red wire coming out of the wall. And the other one here goes to the transformer. That one has the 2 whites and the red. So there's 16 volts coming out of this one, going to the 3. I don't know if you saw in my house's doorbell system video, but I don't know if you could see that closely. I'll go and show you right now. So let me turn on the light here. There's the chime. Let me take off the cover. Oh, there's the cover. I don't know if you can see how well you can see there. There is a wire going to the T, the trans. The green wire is going to the front. But there's also a red wire going to the rear terminal. Now, I do not have a rear doorbell chime, I don't have a rear doorbell button. I only have a front one. But as you can see, there's a wire going to the rear. So that got me thinking while I was up here. Which of these wires goes to the rear? Let me get my flashlight. I left it over here. Yeah, so I was wondering which of these wires went to the rear doorbell button, because you can definitely see where it goes to the transformer way back there. It goes to the chime, that wire right there, and then the other one, of course, goes to the button. So then I found this. what this is I guess what used to be the rear doorbell button chime. Because you can see these two wires are red and white, and they're stripped. But listen to what happens when you touch them together. See if I can do this with one hand. As you hear, the chime rings, the rear door tone. That is the, for those of you who aren't familiar with this type of chime, this is a chord tone type chime. And the two rectangular boxes in the middle are the front doorbell chime. But when you do the rear doorbell chime, it's only the top box. Those are solenoids, actually. So the top is only 2 bars. The front is both chords. But as you can hear, when I touch those 2 wires together, it rings the rear door tone. Let me touch them together again. You can see it. Oop, yeah, that was... Oop, it made a spark. See if I can get a spark to go here. Oh, there you go. Okay. So then I was wondering, like, well, why is this like this? Because as you can see, they're stripped as if they were about to, like, put it together. So I took my flashlight and I looked way back there in the far corner, back of the attic. I don't know if you can see it very well. It's right there. Is the remainder of the doorbell wiring. See if I can see. Not that. That's for the attic light, attic room light. Right there. Right there. That is the remainder of the back doorbell wiring. Now my guess, my theory, I have a few theories to this, why this is. It could be that there was a short in that wire and the doorbell was continuously ringing. So the previous owner just cut the wires. Then he was going to run new wire, so he stripped it, but then he just decided that it would be just beneficial just to have the front doorbell. My other theory is that that wire became broken. He stripped the wire, intending it to run it down somewhere else, but never got around to it. So the wire just stayed up here stripped. So this is just another one of those funny little stories on why you just need to just check the wiring in your house to make sure that it's properly wired. Even low voltage wire like this. Like, I mean, I can tell you with high voltage wiring, but like normal low voltage wiring like this. So yeah. These wires really need to be taped, electrical taped or capped, because I don't want if they ever happen to touch together, it's gonna ring the back doorbell chime, and it is not going to be. It's gonna be very annoying because it's just gonna like have a humming sound. Oh, there's some. So that is just another reminder, just to check your electrical wiring every once in a while, just to make sure that it's safe. I'm going to put this back here. I'm going to come up here and tape that wire, I think. But yeah, there's the junction again. Little tiny little low voltage wire caps. We put the insulation back over the wiring. Stick that back there. And that is just another one of those reminders, you know. So, let me put the cover back on the doorbell chime. That's kind of weird. Turn off my flashlight. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. There we go. There's the chime again. There's the door to the attic. Let me turn up this light now, because I'm done up here. Oh yeah. Let's see. Oh, I can't reach it. One second. Oh, there we go. That's awfully scary when there's no lights up here. Okay, now it's time to put that attic door back up. I'm not gonna let you watch. I'm not gonna make you watch this. So it's just another one of those funny stories that, you know, happens. Oh yeah, eventually I might consider replacing that doorbell wiring since it's old and it's cloth insulated. But luckily it's newer cloth insulated wire because it has the wires underneath the cloth insulation are plastic covered. So then again, they might not need to be replaced. But if it was earlier cloth insulated wire and it had the wires underneath the cloth package were cloth insulated, I would consider replacing it because it might eventually short and cause the doorbell to ring with an annoying hum. That was not good. Okay. Well, it's time for me to fix that. So, goodbye.